Hi guys, Friday. Yes, Friday. Maths today. You have an arithmetic test in your folder. I don't actually have one, but it's a small one. I think it's got about 35 questions in it. You've got half an hour to do this test. What they do in year 6 is they give you half an hour, and then if you still haven't finished, you need to change pens and finish it off. But then we can see how much you've done in half an hour. It might be helpful. I'm just thinking about how your Hona might mark this. So it's in a booklet, and what I probably should have given you is a sheet to write your answers on. So you might want to help your Hona make it easier for yourself putting it on Dojo, you might want to just look at the questions in the booklet and write the answers down on one piece of paper, and then it's easier for us to mark. Sorry about that. What a waste of paper, especially if our topic this week is the environment. Make sure you recycle your booklet if you don't use it. English today, you're going to write your weekly news report on what's been happening in your house or with your family. Make sure you've got a nice formal tone. You're writing a newspaper, you're being informative. You could use some quotes using speech marks. And you can also report on some things that happened in the news this week. We've obviously had the relaxation of some of the lockdown restrictions, which is fantastic news. Inching back to getting to school, inching a little bit closer each day. You could draw some pictures, I'll put some photos in as well. Lots of children have enjoyed doing these on the computer. You could do them on the computer, or you can do them in your book, it's up to you. Your spag this week, today, I just want you to go back over your newspaper report, but your story from yesterday, and make sure you do your proofreading. I want you to check that your story and your report and your work on Greta Thunberg and your letter to Miss Schoonerman, that first of all they make sense, you've not got spelling mistakes, missing punctuation, but also see if you can do any improvements as well. We're in year 5, we shouldn't just be correcting our spellings, we should also be editing to improve as well. Try and do it in a different colour pen, and you can either send me photos of something you've edited and improved, or you could just make a note of some changes and improvements you've made and pop that onto Dojo so you can let me know what improvements you made. And then topic today is a bit of a strange one, and it's a really tough one for you guys to understand, and I want you to think about the air quality. We have in London some of the worst air quality in the world. And air quality is a big issue around the world in big cities, and air quality is thinking about how much pollution is in the air, because obviously we all breathe in the air. No matter if we're inside or outside, the air is all around us, and if we're living in a city like London, there's a lot of pollution in the air. In London, we have set up a ultra low emission zone called the ULEZ, nice abbreviation, to try and help with this. So for example, my car is a diesel, not very environmental. I'm not allowed to drive through central London anymore because it pollutes the air so much, too much. So they've tried to make restrictions on how much pollution is being emitted in London. And I want you to have a little think about this. This might be a bit tricky for you to do, but you might just want to have a think about it. I want you to ask some grown-ups, you might be able to call your grandparents as well, and ask them if they have noticed a change in air pollution since they were your age. It might be that they've lived in London all their life. It might be that they're from somewhere else, somewhere either with really poor air pollution, poor air quality, and they can talk to you about that. Or it might be that they're from somewhere where they have really great air quality. Where my dad lives in North Wales, air quality is fantastic. I cough all the time, and I think part of it is to do with the pollution in the air, because when I visit my dad in Wales, much less coughing from me. So the pollution, I can definitely notice a difference even now. But I would like to know if anyone in your family has noticed a change in the air quality since they were your age. It's a bit of a hard one to talk about. I'll see if I can find some resources to help you think about this some more. Not really sure how you're going to document this. You might just want to make some notes and send those over to me. You might just want to type something up. You might want to just record a little video. you can let me know whatever you think. Maybe you could send over some questions that you've asked to your grown-ups about air quality and the changes. But it's something that I want you to start thinking about, because it's, London is not a great place, especially for children, when we're thinking about the air quality. Anyway, I hope you can come to our Zoom quiz this afternoon. I will see you there at 2. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. It's our last week next week before the half-term holidays. So just 1 week left. Have a lovely weekend. See you on Monday.